Hello, and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor, and we are in the havens of Belfalas, the town of Tadrent. We just met Roides on the previous episode, but we have actually not begun our quest yet, so let us do that.
Gondor needs your aid.
Beriathan, would you hike up to the beacon of Nendath and scout the surrounding area? From Nendath, you should be able to spot anyone moving about the valley. Tread carefully, Beriathan. I do not believe the Corsairs have crossed the river recently, but one can only guess at their movements under cover of darkness. What about Hylam?
Why do you interrupt me?
These crates are falling apart and we very much need some new ones. Just before you arrived, I sent a couple of my workers up to the forest to fetch some wood. The troubling thing is that they haven't returned. Most likely they took the day off. Could you go up to the forest and find them, Beriathan? While you're at it, bring back some wood and tell those two they don't work for me anymore.
Why do you interrupt me?
This town is in chaos. I can't find the crates for an important shipment to the Alhambra that absolutely must be dispatched the moment the roads are clear. If you feel like making yourself useful, why don't you find these crates and bring them to me? And don't come back until you've found them. You're a very grumpy old man, Hylam. You need to relax a little. Or at least be a little bit more warm in your treatment of others. I think we've met a lot of Gondorians with attitude since our first time in the Black Root Vale. Yeah, we've met a lot of those. Well, kinda understandable seeing as how they are on the eve of war and they are already feeling its impact, and of course that's not easy. And everyone has its own way of reacting on the face of such hardships, but still. Okay, I'm missing 2 crates. And now I don't know where else to go. I'm not sure if we have already checked the entire place. Like, okay, well, there's one over there. No, this is the one that we just used. Die. So, okay, this one definitely. One more, just one more. Okay. Gotta be around here. Somewhere behind. Yeah, one of these houses. Yeah, perfect. That's it. So, before we go back to Hylam, let us do the other things. Into the woods. And Nendath. Yeah, I thought as much. That's where we need to go. What do we have here? Another Corsair. But I think we can avoid that one. So where to first? I would say, yeah, the beacon first, the forest, second place, and then back to town. I really should be sticking to the road. But since we need to climb up this hill, yeah, right over there. And there are some, yeah, Corsair scouts, I would say. They look like scouts at least. Who's attacking me now? I mean, you were so far away. But if you wanna fight, yeah. Not gonna stop you. It's your life you're throwing away, so... Oh, there's another guy here, let us fight this one too. Yeah, I do like. And we get, yeah, top this rock. Much more better look of the beacon. And the other one, in that instance too. Cool, really cool. Especially because on this night sky, the fire and the smoke is much more easier to see. Discovered Nendath. Corsairs are occupying the beacon, monitoring Tadrent for activity. Collecting orders from fallen Corsairs may give more insight as to what the Corsair captain of Makham Mijann is planning. The first Corsair order reads as followed. You are ordered to ambush passing carts for supplies. Bring the supplies to the river for shipment downstream. Do not, I repeat, do not enter Tadrent. A confrontation would cost us more time than we can afford. We will put Tadrent to the sword once this business is done. Captain Tabadam. Well, we have plenty of Corsairs to fight in here. Look at Makham Mijann for signs of trouble. And where is Makham Mijann exactly? Well, let us climb to the top of this. I mean, can I just look anywhere and still get credit for this? Because I don't know where to look. No. Jeez. This is a good place to look at a Corsair camp, Makham Mijann. Thank you. Do you mind taking a look at your camp? The camp is oddly quiet. However, you see Corsairs near the camp moving crates downstream. Gotta find a couple more letters. That shouldn't be any issue though. I don't think so. Yeah, that was it. Much more better. And now up top, somewhere to go up top. And as you can see here, we have one warband. One of the warbands of the Havens of Belfalas, that's Folkmire. I think that's a fellowship one. I don't know, it's not that far away, so maybe we can go and take a look. Where am I supposed to go now? I don't think we can read these letters right now. But we'll find out what the other letters said soon enough. We just need to go back and turn that quest in. But first, the workers. Ah, there's the fire. Oh. Who's attacking me? A cliff stalker? Looks like Corsairs got to the workers first. Yeah. I mean, are you surprised? A very disturbing sight. This is indeed one of Halam's workers. So they cannot bring the wood, we'll need to do that. The wood, of course, is secondary to the death of these men. Well, yeah, ever since Halam began with that entitled attitude, you know where that's going. Okay. Now let us get some speed going. Let us go and check Skulkmire. Hopefully we'll find something. We will be able to do that one. And advance our roaming enemies deed. Really looking forward to it. But let us try not to pull every single mob inside. Which is not working. But it seems we're good. We're clear. The coast is clear. Yeah, not that far. I think this is a Navank. Have some fake memory of this. I mean, it sounds like an Navank. Or some sort of beast. You have encountered the fearsome Navank Skulkmire stalking Belfalas with her warband. Angered by Corsairs from ousting her from her nesting grounds and destroying her eggs, Skulkmire and her kin ravage Belfalas for food. So another small fellowship one, so I think we should be able to do this one. Except of course for this... Oh my god. Ah, the poison. Those friggin' Navank poison. Very nice, nasty debuff. One of them is already enough to give you a hard time, but two? That's rough. But seeing as to how they all are enemies on foot, we might also take advantage of the extra speed the wars did allow us and just go for it. I mean, if we're able to take down the ads so that we only need to deal with Skulkmire debuffs, that sounds way more doable. But of course, in doing this, we will be pulling a lot of other enemies, which I'm not that worried about, to be honest with you, because the Navanks here are the real danger, I would say. Hit it, hit it. What are you doing? Those movement penalties are also really tough. Oh, hard on you. Maybe we can try and wear Skullfire down a little bit more before we dismount. So far so good. I mean, not really hard. As long as they are not mounted or have any ranged skills, it's really just a matter of patience. Although some of the later warbands on Pelennor, even though they are all on foot and with not that big of a ranged capability, they can still give you a good fight. Well, at least we took one go down. That's the other one. I think that's all of them. Should be good enough for us. Yeah. Perfect. You have slain Skulkmire and vanquished that threat to the safety of all that dwell within Belfast. Ah, we finally got the deed. Quests of Belfast. We need 35 of them. Good. What do we have here? Scroll case. Recipe that we don't know. Marks and silver pieces. Usual stuff at this point. And with this we can go back to Tadrent. To Bruidis and Hyla. So far, then that means we have only skipped 2 of the warbands in West Gondor. I mean, I might even give Hemlock a try, the Fellowship one in the Blackroot Vale. But I'm not so sure about the right one.
How may I help you, friend?
Wonderful work, Beriathan. These Corsair orders look to have all the information we need. Bruidis ruffles to the orders, reading them intently. If I am to understand this correctly, they are stealing supplies and rerouting them to Edeland. Why? That is the abandoned elf port, not dissimilar to the Grey Havens many a traveler has spoken fondly of. There is much to do. We must act swiftly. But first we need to pick one of these rings. And this seems to be the one. Maybe.
Gondor needs your aid.
Corsairs at the beacon. The situation is worse than I thought. They must know of our every movement. And what's this, you say? Corsairs are sending crates downstream? I wonder where they are sending them. It cannot be for any good purpose, that is certain. Agility, vitality, finesse, morale. Well, let us pick this one too.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Thank you again for your assistance in gathering vital information about the Corsair threat, Beriathan. If Rosaran were here, he would surely thank you as well. It seems the Corsairs are stealing our supplies, then shipping them downstream, in the same direction that we have been sending carts to Dolambroth. We can't allow these goods to fall into Corsairs' hands at Edeland. They must be stopped.
What is the meaning of this?
Dead? These Corsairs are ruining everything. This will be the end of my business. Hylam calms down a little. While you're here, could you finish the job you started and make me a couple of new crates? Yeah, of course, because the worst part of this is how much this is affecting your business. Yeah, each passing moment, I dislike this guy more and more.
Why do you interrupt me?
Decent workmanship for an adventurer. Now, shouldn't you be out there taking care of those Corsairs?
Why do you interrupt me?
You found them. I'm surprised. Maybe you'll be of some help around here after all.
I beg your pardon.
If you're going out there to clear the roads, then I had better start filling some orders. We'll have carts out on business soon enough. Beriathan, there is a special mushroom, only found in the marsh northeast of Tadrent. Since you're heading that way, why don't you collect a few for me?
I beg your pardon?
We need the roads open and safe for travel. My livelihood depends upon it. Beriathan, you should go out there and run the Corsairs off the road. Send them cowering back to their captain. At the very least, teach them a lesson for taking a fellow merchant and friend to an early grave. You only just now are you mentioning the dead people? I don't know what to think about it. I mean, I don't know if I should be upset about him having taken so much time to acknowledge that, or relieved that at least he did acknowledge that fact. Yeah, no, not a big fan of Hyla. Marsh turtle, okay. Some turtle meat for the town, it seems. Turtles in the marshlands near Tadrent have grown aggressive in the wake of the Corsair invasion. Their sharpened beaks are known to penetrate even armor of fine make, so efforts to rout the Corsairs by force might be hindered by the marsh turtles. The people of Tadrent would be well served by a call of the turtles, whose numbers would certainly recover in time. Well, glad to hear that then. It seems LOTRO team started realizing with the amount of killing we do to some of the wildlife across Middle-earth, there was a big chance none of them were going into the endangered zone. So it seems they are acknowledging that now. So don't worry. Their population will replenish in time, because if there is anything turtles are known for, is for being such hasty breathers. It's all in jest, of course. I'm not a big fan of turtles, at least not the turtles in Middle-earth in the game. Especially not these ones, with the stuns and the bites sending you flying away like... Yeah. These turtles do need a calling. A very serious calling, if I might add. Let us grab. There was one more mushroom. Look around for any more mushrooms. Your eye catches a big orange mushroom in the marsh. Hyla might enjoy selling this specimen. Really? A big orange mushroom? I don't see it. And of course, that sounds too good to be true. Big orange mushroom. Ah, there he is. It's very big. Some rowdy Corsairs start to cross the swamp and it seems they're up to no good. Forget our order, let us burn their village down. Hey, someone's out here in the march. Get him! What is this about? What does this have to do with mushrooms? Okay, that was kinda out of nowhere. Or at least it seems to be. While their sharp beaks could have also posed a threat to the nearby Corsairs, you have done the people of Tadrent a great service by culling the turtles in the marshlands. Future efforts to rout the Corsairs will no longer be threatened by the marsh's wildlife. You kidding me? How? So close. Level 99. Really, really close. What's this? The Corsair camp, Makham Mijann? Yeah, Makham Mijann. Oops. Wrong mastery. Are we supposed to be inside this camp still? There we go. Level 99, 1 class trait point. But why is it not getting credit of all the Corsairs? I mean, it's really weird. A Corsair archer is still a Corsair. So that one should definitely count in my book. What do you think? Because you're up there, you're untouchable? Let me prove you wrong. Do you mean target not in line of sight? Why is he not... Why did he turn green all of a sudden? Did I miss anything? Ah, the Corsair overseer. There he is. Yeah, it seems we weren't supposed to enter that camp just yet. But since we came from the other side... You have defeated many Corsair footmen in Belfalas and have helped make the road safe for the people of Tadrent. Is that it, right? Yeah. So back to Tadrent. One more time. Not that far, really. After the openness of Rohan, I gotta say, being so close to the quest location feels really nice. Especially with the added speed from the worsted. Best of both worlds.
Why do you interrupt me?
What took you so long? Did your boots get stuck in the mud? And why is there a big orange mushroom in here? You know that one is poisonous, do you not?
Gondor needs your aid.
Your deeds have given us the upper hand and returned some of the missing supplies. However, the Corsair camp surely suspects that we are the source of this aggression. We need to act fast or our village will be the first to fall. We're counting on you, Beriathan.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Rosaran once told me that to cut the vein tying the head to the chest is to bleed the enemy dry. I believe that Captain Tabadam of Makham Mijann is that vein, and you, Beriathan, are the blade. As much as we need to investigate Erdeland, first you should enter Makham Mijann, find the captain in the camp, and defeat him. Tabadam is surely one of the Corsair captains your friend Jajak spoke ill against. Be careful, Beriathan. Alright, seems that's it for this town, but before we go... Yeah, you totally deserve that. Last time we slapped an NPC was... that Taki Hunter in East Rohan. I mean, I remember the guy and how annoying he was. But I forgot his name. Wasn't worth remembering, I suppose. But who knows? At any point in the game he can show up again. And the devs might have some fun with it. I mean, there are a lot of NPCs that appear at different points in the game. I cannot tell you how many times have I thought that I'm meeting a new character only to realize I have met that character before, like 30, 40 levels before. And we had a very funny adventure together, and now those kind of adventures continue, but I mean, what I'm trying to say is with LOTRO you can never know. You really need to be paying attention to as many details as you can, because the devs do like to build a game with this kind of details, Easter eggs, and all that good stuff, and they're really fun to find, for sure. But I'm not sure how do they keep all that in their heads. I cannot. The Corsairs are using towers in their camp to scout for supply carts. Burn the towers to ruin their plans and throw their camp into chaos. Finally, some vengeance upon them. The Corsairs of Makham Mijann need to pay for the atrocities they have committed upon the people of West Gondor. You should defeat Corsairs to cripple the encampment. And of course, we need to defeat a lot of those Corsairs. Can we fight now? You are not turning green on me again. Totally deserve that. And you're next. So let us take care of these towers. I'm sure at some point they will take us to Tabadam. Oh, he didn't see us. That's so great. Oh, I just realized. Yeah, since Skulkmeyer defeated us. Yeah, sorry, girlie. I promise, I'm doing my best to remember that. I don't know how to set up. How to make sure I remember every time I die, I need to resummon my pet. So this big tent in here, that should be Tabadam's tent, right? He's just trying to throw you off, yeah. The other option, of course, is the furthest point in camp, and that seems to be the case, no? That's not? So why is he hiding then? Tabadam, yeah. Gotta be one of those guys in this place. You are not living alive. Well, you are not living alive. So, gonna defeat a couple more Corsairs as well. We still have some more towers pending too, so I think we will get those innocent towers on our way to the other exit, I would say. But I mean, if those towers, the archers on the towers we've already burned shouldn't respawn. I understand that. Yeah, not sure if the game has the technology for that, but it would be really nice if we could avoid those towers, because I mean, they are supposed to be dead. Who can survive a fall like this? Ah, okay. I see that other tower. Completed Corsairs layer of West Gondor already? Really? Oh. Well, who would have thought? 5 LOTRO points, the new deed, Okay. You have defeated many Corsairs at Makham Mijann and decimated the encampment. Yeah, that we did. And if we can approach this tower without the guard noticing... Well, at least he does die the moment we burn the tower, but he should stay dead. Just saying, but he should totally stay dead after that. An adorned chest, maybe we can pick this one up. You have burnt all the towers at Makham Mijann and plunged the camp into chaos. No, an adorned chest in here, so let us try and grab this. Let us try to avoid the Corsair walking over here. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Ah, so close! Ah, we got it! Well... I'll take that.
How may I help you, friend?
Thank you, Beriathan, for all that you have done. The farmers and merchants of Tadrent shall always remember you. We should be able to resume shipping much-needed provisions to the Lamroth soon. The Corsairs are planning something in Edeland, and I'm certain the other two captains you seek reside to the west. Uh-huh. Tell me more. Nice hoodie. Definitely taking the hoodie for cosmetic purposes. Yeah.
How may I help you, friend?
The roads are safe enough for us to return to them and ship these much-needed provisions to the Lamroth. I shall tell your deeds to my husband upon his return to the Havens. Rostaran will surely want to meet you one day. You must make haste to Ost Lontir, where the caretakers of Makham Mijann reside. I am sure they are already aware of the situation at Edeland. You could be of much needed assistance to the people of Ost Lontir in dealing with this greater Corsair threat. May your journeys be prosperous, Beriathan. Okay. Next town on the list. Was just thinking, we have not discovered a lot of the treasures in West Gondor. Oh my god, only 1 out of 18? Ost Lontir we will discover in just a moment. Yeah, the treasure caches in West Gondor are really hard to find. At least in some of the later areas, some of those treasures are located not only in remote locations, but also hard to access locations where maybe some sort of boss is located or something like that. So that way you're able to grab more of those caches on your own, or you need to start to actually actively looking for them.
Gondor needs your aid.
I have grown wary of accepting help from those I do not know, traveler. Yet, I fear the time has passed to be so discriminative. If you would aid us here in Ost Lontir, I will see you rewarded.
These are troublesome times indeed.
You have come at a fortuitous time, Warden. My people have great need of one with your skills, for the Corsairs raid the heavens even as we speak. There is much to be done, but with so many raids, we have had precious little time to bolster our defenses or even tend to simple tasks. Very few remain here, but I am certain you can aid them in some way if you are willing. Speak to them, aid them where you can, and you will have my gratitude and trust, traveler.
Our lands were once peaceful.
Welcome to Ost Lontir,
To travel far from home.
the light waiting to be snuffed out. Don't be so pessimistic. I do not see any reason to stay here, and if it were not for my wife, I would have long since fled to Dol Amroth. I suppose if I'm struck here, I might as well enlist your aid in protecting us. Do you have a moment?
The soldiers of Gondor have all gone to war, and we are left to fend for ourselves.
I do not think we are safe here, Beriathan. Corsairs have been spreading throughout our lands like a great light. Maybe the guards think it is amusing to have a drunk Corsair right outside our walls, but I do not. They are planning something for Ost Lontir. I just know it. If you could search the overlooks to the east and west of town for any sign of the Corsairs, I would be grateful, and maybe I could actually sleep tonight.
I greet you, friend.
Hello, traveler. I am glad you have come to Ost Lontir, for it means that perhaps not all hope is lost. The enemy rallies in the north, and I find our days growing darker as more Corsairs spill from the sea into Gondor. With you here, one more can stand against those that strike at us, and we can work to push the Corsairs from our home. Ah, you don't have a quest for me? I'm on Lontir. That's actually a little bit to the west. Ah, another one here. Author, okay.
What news do you bring, traveler?
What am I to do, traveler? We are granted the good fortune of having the enemy stumble into our town, but we have gotten naught but meandering stories about sailing from him so far. I have a feeling he might be more easily persuaded to part with his captain's plans if we provide him more ale. My men and I were sharing a drink earlier today by the fountains. Perhaps 3 marks will be enough to get him talking. That sounds like a lot of fun. And a Corsair spilling his captain's secrets on the promise of ale? That sounds a lot of fun too.
These are troublesome times indeed.
If you have come expecting to see the splendor of Gondor, I am afraid you will find it rather dull. The city of the prince is as beautiful as ever, but grim times have come to the havens. If you have a moment more to speak with me, there is something I would like to show you.
Gondor needs your aid.
Thank you for allowing me another moment to speak with you, Beriathan. There are things you must be made aware of if you seek to aid our people. To the west, Dol Amroth overlooks the bay, and a glorious city it is. Yet, we stand at the edge of ruin as Corsair runs rampant throughout our land. I do not ask anything of you but to understand what is at stake. Look to Dol Amroth, and understand what could be lost if we fail to defend ourselves. Of course, you read my mind. I mean, we are in such a good vantage point, a beautiful day. We are gonna miss Dol Amroth? No way! I mean, take a look at it. In the distance, the shining city of Dol Amroth overlooks the Bay of Belfalas. Yes, shining indeed. It looks very imposing from this far.
How may I help you, friend?
It is beautiful, is it not? Should the war turn against us, you can consider yourself fortunate to have looked upon it. Alas, it is not the only thing I wished you to see. To the north lies the ancient elf haven of Edeland, and more importantly, those who would seek to claim our lands. It is one thing to tell you of this, but another to look upon it with your own eyes. Look to Edeland, and see the ships that have claimed the harbor. Seems, yeah. So that is the harbor of Edeland, and this is where we will be going as well for the epic. So, well, you can see the Elven architecture, really nice. In the distance, the Corsairs have made landfall in the ancient elf harbor of Edeland. And I will respectfully disagree with the text from the quest, but I think the look is much more better from this place. In any case, what now, Beriathan?
These are troublesome times indeed.
So now you see what troubles us so, Beriathan. You see, this is no small raid by the Corsairs. The people of Belfalas face an invasion on our shores, and unless we can discover a means to defend ourselves with so many of our warriors gone to the east, I fear that our lands shall soon fall to the enemy. Well, thank you for sharing that insight with me, Warden. I'm sure that's gonna be valuable for the tasks ahead. We just gotta go back to Gielinor, let him know that we have already talked to the people of town. And well, we also need to go to the fountain and grab the ale for Nazar.
Gondor needs your aid.
It is true that times are grim for my people, Beriathan. With so many gone to the aid of the Steward at Minas Tirith in the east, we were left ill-prepared for a Corsair attack. It was necessary, but now I fear that we have left ourselves far too exposed. If you would aid me, we could strike back against the Corsairs and keep safe the people of Belfalas.
How may I help you, friend?
As it stands, we are ill-prepared to wage any sort of counterattack against the Corsairs. Our prince and many men have traveled to the east, leaving us little to work with. However, I have heard talk of Corsair spies acting as messengers to their forces near Tadrent and even as far east as Lamedon. If you were to catch one of them by surprise, it is likely that the information they bear could be used to our advantage. They are not known to travel by road, so you may have to seek them out. Bring any orders you find to me, and we shall see if hope yet remains.
These are troublesome times indeed.
The Corsairs are relentless, Beriathan. They are not content to seize a piece of Gondor's history alone, so now they stalk our roads as well. The people of Ost Lontir are frightened, and they have good reason to be. The enemy is at our gates, and each day brings renewed attacks on all of Belfalas. We must push them back, and I can see no better place to start than the Corsairs that roam the roads to the north. If we can contain their numbers to Edeland, we can begin to mount a more proper defense, and perhaps my people will rest easier. But first, let us grab the mugs of ale conveniently placed right next to Gielinor. Seems this is the last thing we will do before we leave this town as well, so let us do this.
What do you need?
Oh, was that it? You got there? Well, don't keep it all to yourself, man. Give it here. Nazar rapidly drinks all 3 mugs of ale. A fine ale, my compliments to the brewer. You must have a very good time drinking so little, though. My men down on the coast, they know how it is done.
What news do you bring, traveler?
He has already told me a few things of the Corsairs in Edeland and spoke some night incoherent ramblings about Tarlank's crown. We need to know more. It pains me to do this, both for myself and my men, but I have no choice. I purchased a barrel of ale for my men this morning to raise spirits in Ost Lontir, but it seems nothing short of nearly drowning will satisfy this man. Return to me with a barrel and we shall see what else we can get out of Nazar. Yeah, sure. Because why not? Let us bring this guy to death, basically.
I greet you, friend.
Did you see how his face lit up just now? I have a feeling this will be enough to draw some valuable secrets from him. Secrets that I am sure Gillanor and the others here would be eager to exploit. I can take it from here, Beriathan. Thank you again for your help. Agility, vitality, fate, critical rating. No. Thank you, but no. Cool cosmetic though. I'm not a fan of hooded cloaks, but it looks really good. Now that might be enough. Keep him coming, Swan Man. What do you mean keep him coming? Does that mean that you're expecting more barrels? Well, I'll leave you to that, author, and I don't know, kind of weird, but maybe you'll have an update for me on that regard later. Because this is the end of today's episode now. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one when we will continue traveling through the havens of Belfalas. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.